Behind me is a project that was funded by NRCS through the Golden Wing Warbler funding that usually comes from outside sources. But anyway, this area was fenced off and regenerated with a seed tree harvest. I marked that 20 years ago, and they decided not to do it, and then they hired another forester and went ahead and did it. Keep in mind that when you put up one of these fences, there's two things that are wrong with that. One is that they make you leave that fence up for 15 years. And what you end up with is, back there is Atlantis, but it's almost 100% birch back in there. It's private, so I don't want to walk back there, but it's all birch with a few oak seed trees. But those oak seed trees aren't doing you any good because the ground is completely shaded out by birch trees. If you don't do the follow-up after you do your regeneration harvest and adjust what's growing on the ground, you're not going to get oak back. You won't get any diversity if you don't plant things and adjust what's growing. Right here is a Atlantis tree, and in the background there's a whole patch of them back there. So be careful when you get these government programmed projects going, because you have to go in with your eyes wide open. They're not going to help you take the fence down. They had to pay to get this fence taken down, and it's all there. It's a big eyesore, big garbage pile. There's nothing you can do with it. The area that was fenced off is now useless to deer again. It was useless to begin with. I came in and sprayed the ferns, and I wanted to thin that and get it to regenerate, but they did a fence job, and 15 years later it's again useless for deer. So what good was it? It's a deer hunting property, and now they have a beautiful stand of birch which isn't worth anything. So the best thing to do is stay away from the government programs. Ronald Reagan said it best. The most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help you." They're not going to help you. They're going to drag things out and screw it up because they're incompetent, okay? They change their minds constantly. You never know what you're going to get. I have people that applied for funding 3 years ago, and they're still waiting to hear back. Sometimes funding is a great thing, but you have to really keep your eyes open and ask them, what's going to happen down the road? Are you going to fund the planting inside the fence? Are you going to fund further herbicide work and TSI work? And who's going to take the fence down? You know, you got to ask these questions before you get into these programs. This to me is a total fail, and there was a lot of taxpayer dollars spent here and all across Pennsylvania. So the best thing you can do is call a guy who can help you with your deer habitat and your other wildlife habitat, who's going to do something that's real and do the follow-up that it takes. Spend your own money. Get the money out of a timber sale. You know, it's good for everyone. So just my little rant as I'm driving by here. I drive by here a lot, and I wanted to say something about this project. And so there, I said it. See ya.